Good afternoon and welcome to this warm, balmy afternoon sessione. And we're back again. It took me a while to get going today. A few little teething problems as per usual. There's always something that has to be sorted. And in this case it was the streaming service. And also got home late. But exciting news today because Mr. H finishes his last exam as we speak. And he'll be coming over a bit later on. And we'll be having a fam evening, which I'm looking forward to. So a bit of a gathering tonight. But by the time we start at 11:30, I think everyone will have dispersed. And if I'm still standing up, I'll be right for a late night session. And Frank will be joining us at about 12:30. He's got a wonderful suggestion for tonight. I'll do what I can to get organised with it, but we'll see how we go. I don't mind the spontaneity. It'll be good. It'll be very quite beautiful and reflective. Piece of music has been chosen, but I'll leave you in suspense. Anyhow, just a word to say that these are test transmissions on 160 metres. They are tone tests, in fact, and if you want to be entertained, go and have a listen online to a live stream. It runs concurrent with these casts. And what we'll do is I'm going to be sort of moving in and out of this zone, so we'll have a few longer items, I think, tonight. It's getting more and more like that as the days get busier on the domestic front, but not to worry. But I do have a few minutes now, and I've got some English dance band music lined up. A recording of Henry Hall and his BBC Dance Orchestra from about 1933. A wonderful, wonderful dynamic arrangement of the Warner Brothers film Gold Diggers of 1933. This is their take on it. They do so well. vk3sl testing.
We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're in the money, the skies are sunny. Old man depression, you are through, you done us wrong. We never see a headline about a bread line today. And when we see the landlord, we can look that guy right in the eye. We're in the money, come on my honey. Let's spend it, lend it, send it rolling along. To sing a torch song, for that's the way I feel. When I feel a thing, then I can sing. It must be real. I couldn't sing a gay song, it wouldn't be sincere. I could never croon a happy tune without a tear. I have my dreams, but one by one they vanish in the sky. I try to smile and face the sun, but romance passes by. I've got to sing a torch song to someone far apart, for the torch I bear is burning there, right in my heart.
the park.
Bad girl.
Petting in the dark.
Bad boy.
First you walk a little, then talk a little, and then you steal a little kiss.
Steal a little kiss.
Heave a little sigh.
Uh-huh.
Act a little shy.
Oh, why?
Snuggle just a little, then hug a little, and cuddle up and whisper this.
Come on, there's a lovely moon. We can't disappoint him.
Come on, don't you know it's June, and everybody's got somebody petting in the park.
Wah, wah.
Petting in the dark.
Ah.
Dad and Mother did it.
But I admit it, I'm petting in the park with you. In the shadows let me come and sing to you. Let me dream a song that I can bring to you. Take me in your arms and let me cling to you. Let me linger long, let me live my song. In the winter, let me bring the spring to you. Let me feel that I mean everything to you. Love's old song will be new. In the shadows, when I come and sing to you, dear. In the shadows, when I come and sing to you.
Far away, you shouted hip hooray, but look at him today. Remember my forgotten man. You had him cultivate the land. He walked behind a plow, the sweat fell from his brow, but look at him right now. He used to love me. I was happy then. He used to take care of me. Won't you bring him back again? 'Cause ever since the world began, a woman's got to have a man. Forgetting him, you see, means you're forgetting me, like my forgotten man.
We're in the money. We're in the money.
just heard Arthur Lally's arrangement of The Gold Diggers of 1933. Henry Hall and his BBC Dance Orchestra. English Fare of an American Film. Wonderful film, actually. We've shown it quite a few times at our movie nights, and it certainly captures everyone's imagination. A pre-code film, of course, with lots of spice. And it's very topical. It sort of captures very much the mood of the time. Anyhow, we heard Liz Allen and Phyllis Robbins as vocalists on that recording. But particularly dynamic arrangement, I thought. Worth playing. Good missions fodder. Now, what I will do is follow on with an episode of The Shadow, as we have been playing. This is from the Radio Echoes archive. There's quite an extensive archive of the Australian Shadow episodes, so let's feature another. This is called The Creature That Kills, and I'm vk3sl, testing on 160 and streaming online.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
Once again, we bring you the thrilling adventures of The Shadow, the hard and relentless fight of one man against the forces of evil. These dramatizations are designed to demonstrate forcibly to old and young alike that crime does not pay. The Shadow, who aids the forces of law and order, is in reality Lamont Cranston, wealthy young man about town. While in the Orient, Cranston learnt a strange and mysterious secret: the hypnotic power to cloud men's minds so they cannot see him. Cranston's friend and companion, the lovely Margot Lane, is the only person who knows to whom the voice of the invisible Shadow belongs. Today's drama, The Creature That Kills. Our story opens in a small hut on the outskirts of a native village in Brazil. A large, distinguished gentleman, dressed in a linen suit and tropical helmet, is making his way laboriously up the path to the front porch of the hut.
Hello in there. Pedro, it's Mr. Jessup.
Ah, Mr. Jessup. Greeting, amigo. Come up on the porch out of the sun.
This blasted heat will be the death of me. Oh, let me sit down for a minute. I'm exhausted.
I am glad you have come, Mr. Jessup. Bomba and I were getting impatient to leave.
Bomba?
That is what I call my pet.
Your pet? Oh, yes, of course. That is why I made this journey here, Pedro. I wanted to see your Bomba perform before we complete the details of our little transaction.
You would like to see Bomba perform? Splendid, amigo. I will whistle for him. Come, Bomba. Come, Bomba.
Good heavens, he comes right up the porch steps.
Yes, he slips under the porch. Come, Bomba.
Keep that thing away from me, Pedro.
Do not fear, Mr. Jessup. Bomba is well trained. He will not attack a human except on my orders.
I never saw anything like it before in my life.
I found Bomba on the banks of the Amazon when he was less than a week old. For the past 2 years I have trained him. He will do whatever I command. Bomba, get Mr. Jessup's hat on the chair there. Get it?
Keep him away. Keep him away from me.
Do not be frightened. Now, Bomba, bring that hat to me. There. There. You see how gently he gave it to me?
Get him out of here. I've seen enough.
Go, Bomba. Back under the porch. That's a good Bambino.
It was horrible. Horrible. But I can see now that your bomber may be able to handle our assignment back in my own country very well.
You are satisfied?
Yes, I think I am. I think it's been worth coming thousands of miles to see your pet.
Bomba and I are ready. When do we start?
Immediately. I've arranged a passport for you to my own country. Of course, you may encounter considerable difficulty getting Bomba through the customs.
Oh, never fear about that, Mr. Jessup. Bomba, you see, is an excellent swimmer.
Eh? Yes, of course. Bomba will swim ashore from the ship. Excellent. Now, when you arrive, you'll go to this address. That is my home. I'll meet you there. Then I'll make arrangements for you and Bomba to get into that office, so that he may complete his assignment.
Good. And, about the payments?
You will be paid well. Here is 400 on account. There'll be 2,000 more for you when your pet has, shall we say, procured those invaluable papers.
All passengers with foreign passports, please line up at gangplank A on the afterdeck.
Who's that? The chief bosun, mate. And don't flash that light in my eyes, will you?
Sorry, I'm a customs officer. I'm not taking any risks of someone trying to sneak back aft here and slip over the side.
Yeah. Suppose you get some slippery customers.
Yeah, we certainly do. Why, the last time in port... Hold on a minute.
What's the matter?
Oh, I saw something move under that tarpaulin in the lifeboat.
What?
Let's have a look. Got my torch here. Lift up that tarpaulin.
I've got it.
Hey, you! What? Stay where you are, I'll shoot.
Got away. Put your torch over the side, quickly.
And this light won't reach the water through the fog. Ahoy, below! Man overboard! Stowaway! Man overboard! Stowaway!
I can't understand it. I just lifted the tarpaulin and...
What was it? Did you get a look at him?
Yes, I did. And I'll never forget it. All I saw was the face, but I could swear it didn't have any chin or forehead.
Bomba. Over here, Bomba. Over here. Here, Bomba. Over here.
Good, Bomba. You beat them, Bomba. You beat them. I'll get you warm, Bomba, and a big meal for you in no time. Oh, the customs officials, they didn't know my Bomba was such a good swimmer.
These are the people who phoned up from downstairs, Dr. Milton.
Oh, hello, Lamont. Hello, Margot. It's all right, Frank. They're both old friends. I see the famous Dr. Milton's still well guarded. Worse than ever, Lamont. Sit down, Margot.
Thanks.
We were passing by Milton and saw the light out here. I told Margot that this is one of the most secret and highly guarded rooms there was during the war.
So this is where the famous Dr. Milton carried out his atomic experiments, Show me an atom, will you, Doctor?
Margot expected to have a live atom here in a cage or a test tube or something. Well, I'm afraid that's the impression most people have. Sorry, Margot, there's nothing here more romantic looking than, some notes on a few pads of paper, adding machine, and a dictaphone. Those notes on Dr. Milton's desk are part of the world's most closely guarded secret. One part of the atomic formula. His work pieced together with the work of scientists in other parts of the world made up the secret weapon that won the war.
But what are you doing now, Doctor?
Well, Margot, science and the world never stand still. We're still looking around for, slight improvements.
That's the reason for the guards, huh?
That's correct.
Who do they think might try to get a peek at your notes now, Milton?
Well, we're just playing safe, Lamont. It wouldn't be good for it to get into irresponsible hands.
Well, I, for one, wouldn't want to break into this place. Those guards looked as if they meant business with their machine guns.
What's outside the window?
A nice 100-foot drop to the pavement. Come over to the window and look for yourself. I'm on the 5th floor of the Universal Scientific Trust building. The only way up or down is by the lift. The stairs are locked at all times, at the bottom and at the top. And the keys are kept by my guards.
Who's on the floor above?
Both the floor above and the floor below are kept vacant, and the windows cemented up.
The authorities evidently aren't taking any chances.
So my nearest neighbors are 2 floors up and 2 floors down, each a good, 30 feet away.
Well, you must be very cozy up here, with no one to bother you.
Except people like us.
Oh, no, not at all, no.
Come on, Margot. Let's leave Dr. Milton do his work.
Yes, good night, Dr. Milton.
Good night.
Now, don't go dropping any of your atoms. Well, at least not until Lamont and I have had an hour's start.
All right, Margot. Goodbye.
Well, Pedro, things have gone rather smoothly so far, eh?
Very nice, Mr. Jessup. But I do not understand. This building is so well guarded, yet no one stopped us when we come up here to your office today.
Very simple, my dear friend. The presence of your pet bomber was not questioned because I myself brought him up here in the large ventilated suitcase. It's the same one in which I transport rabbits and mice for experimental purposes. You see, Pedro, they think Arnold Jessup is a scientist. They also believe that I am the very soul of respectability. A patriot, Pedro.
This is a test transmission from vk3sl.
Tonight, Bomber does his work.
Good. It is very dark outside. No move.
Yes, and our friend Dr. Milton is working late, only 2 floors below us. The window to his office is directly below that window over there, the one which Bomber will go through.
We will get away without suspicion.
We will leave this office just before Bomber starts out the window. We'll sign the register downstairs and be out of the building and in my car before the robbery is actually committed. A perfect alibi.
Good. I will get Bomber out of the suitcase.
Keep him in hand, Pedro.
Ah, there he is. Were you cramped in that suitcase, Bomber?
Keep him away from me, Pedro.
Tonight, Bomber, you will show the world how smart you are. When you have finished, we will be very rich. Eh, Mr. Jessup?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Now remember, Bomber, like Pedro showed you so many times, make for the lamp first, then at the papers. Papers, Bomber. Good, good. Now you bring the papers to Pedro. Fine. Perfect. He cannot fail, Mr. Jessup. Are you ready?
Start Bomber for the window. I'll get our hats and coats. We must move swiftly once Bomber starts.
All right, Bomber. To the window. That's it. Remember, climb down slowly, get the papers, and then you will hear. When you hear that, come to me, Bomber. There he goes to the window, Mr. Jessup.
Good. Come on, Pedro. Let's get downstairs and into the car. Quickly.
Check record 4,571. Right. Dr. E.V.S. Milton. Right. Starting record 4,572. Subject, continuation of formula for improved container, atomic research. Date... Who's that? Someone in this room. Is that you, Frank? What is it? Frank, come in here! There's someone in here! Frank, where are you?
What's the matter, Doctor?
Someone's in the room. Someone knocked the lamp over.
Stay out there, Bob, and keep the door covered.
Watch out, Frank. He's still in here. I heard a rustle opening the window.
He can't get out, Doctor. You, whoever you are, surrender immediately. You'll never get out of here alive. Stand behind me, Doctor, in case I've got a suit.
Look! The windowsill! Ah, that got him. Or perhaps he jumped. I can't see anyone at the window now.
Stand back, Doctor. I'll go over and have a look. This window was only open about a foot. How did anyone get in through a space like... Frank!
car's over here by the curb.
I am coming.
Listen, a scream from the window.
It's a body falling.
In uniform, eh, Pedro? Looks like he was one of the guards.
Bomba must have knocked him out the window. He's coming down now, see?
Coming down from ledge to ledge. It's incredible.
Come, Bomba. To Pedro, Bomba.
Get him in the suitcase, Pedro. I'll start the car.
Come, Bomba. That's it. He's down, Mr. Jessup.
Hurry, Pedro. We've got to get out of here, and in a hurry.
We'll return to the shadow in just a moment. A mysterious thief has stolen invaluable papers from Dr. Milton, a brilliant scientist. 2 days have passed and still the police cannot uncover a single clue. Dr. Milton has now called in his friend Lamont Cranston, and together with Margot Lane, Cranston is making his own investigation of the amazing robbery.
Here we are, Margot. New World Laboratories. Arnold Jessup, President. This is the only accessible office directly above Dr. Milton's.
But, Lamont, the police have probably been over this office a dozen times since the night of the robbery.
Exactly, Margot. And they didn't find a single clue.
Well, then what do you expect to find?
Just what the police did. Nothing.
Oh, darling, you're talking in circles.
Hold this box of fingerprint powder, Margot.
If I'm not too inquisitive, is the nothing you expect to find here on this windowsill?
Yes, it is.
Oh, now, really, Lamont.
Look, there's nothing on this windowsill. Not a single fingerprint. Yet this office has been left exactly the way it was the night of the crime.
But what is
A windowsill is the most natural place in the world to find fingerprints, Margot. Lots of them.
Well, perhaps somebody wiped them off the sill before the robbery.
Exactly. And an innocent man doesn't wipe off fingerprints. Mr. Jessup, he was the last person to leave this office by his own admission. Come on, Margot. I have a couple of questions I'd like to ask Dr. Milton.
I'm afraid you're on the wrong track, Lamont. Mr. Jessup's a thoroughly respectable businessman. And didn't you know he was out of the building before my office was broken into?
Yes, I know, Milt. But your assailant must have been lowered from someplace above. Nothing human could climb so far up the face of this building.
Well, yes, but...
Now, how far open was your window when you first noticed your intruder?
I can't remember exactly. Not more than 10 or 12 inches, I imagine. I remember that Frank the guard had to open the window before he could look out.
10 or 12 inches. Do you have Mr. Jessup's home address, Milt?
No, but you can get it in a minute from the office register downstairs.
But what do you want to see Mr. Jessup about, Lamont?
Frankly, I think you're on the wrong track, Lamont. Jessup is a respected scientist. He's had this office for 2 years now.
I know, Milt. But I'd like to talk to him just the same. If I don't find what I expect, we'll check over things with you later. If we do, I may be back with your mysterious thief. Tonight.
Do you really think Mr. Jessup stole those papers, Lamont?
Frankly, I'm just about as baffled as the police are with the case. I do think Mr. Jessup may give us a lead of some kind, though. Particularly if I visit him as the Shadow.
What do you want me to do?
Wait in the car, Margot, and keep a sharp lookout for anyone who may come into or leave Jessup's house.
I told you never to come here to my home, Pedro. Never.
I have been waiting in that hideout for 2 days. Now I want my money.
You'll get your money when I'm ready to give it to you.
I want it now. The work is over. Bomba and I did as we promised. Give me my money and let us go.
Stupid fool. Don't you see that if you pass that much currency now, suspicion may rest on me if they check up on the origin of the money? I'll pay when it's safe to. Now get out. Get out and never come back here to my home again.
Neither you nor Pedro are going anywhere, Arnold Jessup.
Huh? What's that?
A voice, but nobody's here.
The Shadow is here. I heard your argument with Pedro just now, Mr. Jessup. So you know all about the theft of Dr. Milton's papers.
Get out, Pedro. Quickly, out the back way.
I'm going.
Wait, Pedro, wait.
Slipped away from you, didn't he? Why didn't you stop him, Shadow?
Because I think you are the important game, Arnold Jessup. You're the man with the brains and money who conceived this robbery.
I haven't any idea of what you're talking about. This Pedro is just a person I met in Brazil. He did some work for me there. Now he's trying to wheedle some additional payments out of me.
A person like Pedro trying to wheedle money out of an eminent scientist. No, Jessup. You'll have to think up a better lie than that.
There's no earthly reason why I should lie to you. Or tell you the truth, for that matter.
Your office is directly above Dr. Milton's, isn't it?
Yes. But it might interest you to know that I wasn't even in my office at the time of the robbery.
No, you left 1 minute before. Why were you in such a hurry to leave, Jessup? And why did you wipe any fingerprints off the sill before you left?
You seem to know a great deal, Shadow. Perhaps you'd better answer your own questions.
I know that whoever or whatever you employed to steal those papers is out at your hideout. And I know that you're going to take me to that hideout.
I am. That's very interesting. Very
Wait.
interesting.
What was that?
It sounded as if two motors were pulling away from the building. Why?
Pedro. With Margot after him in my car. Now, Arnold Jessup, you are going to tell me the location of your hideout.
Hideout? What hideout?
Where is that hideout, Jessup?
Do you mind if I sit down?
Where has Pedro gone, Jessup? Where is that hideout?
Cigarettes?
The hideout, Jessup. Tell me where it is. Speak, Jessup. Speak.
I told you, my dear man. I haven't the vaguest idea of what you're talking about.
I do not know why you follow me here, or what you want, lady, but now you are here, you stay.
I wasn't really following you at all. I thought you were a friend of mine, Mr. Jessup. And
Mr. Jessup? You know about Mr. Jessup and Pedro, eh? Well, then, I am very glad you're here, lady.
Look, I don't know anything about you and Mr. Jessup. You were in his car, and so naturally I thought that
Don't make excuses, lady. You are here, that is enough. And you will stay.
What? You can't keep me here?
Oh, yes, I can, lady. My gun, she is on the table there.
Oh.
But I will not have to use the gun. I have something better for you. You know about Mr. Jessup and I, so perhaps you should know about Bomba, too.
Bomba?
My little pet I have trained since I was a baby.
What have you got in that cage?
I will open it and let you see. There you are, lady. Beautiful, powerful Bomba.
A snake!
Not just a snake. A trained python. See how big and fine he is?
This is a test transmission from
vk3sl. So very strong.
Keep him away from
Bomba is also the best climber in the world. You should have seen him come down the side of that building. So sure, from ledge to ledge he went. So smooth.
It's horrible.
You do not like Bomba? Oh, but he is so beautiful. Such coloring. Such a slim, strong body.
Please let me out of here.
You are not leaving until Bomba has finished with you. He will do as I command, and I command him to go after you, lady. Go, Bomba. Go, lady.
No, please. Keep him away from me.
Oh, go, Bomba. Get Lady Bomba.
No, please.
After her, Bomba. Follow her.
Get him away from me.
Call off your pet, Pedro.
Dios mío. Shadow.
Get that snake away from the girl, Pedro.
Oh, yes, Shadow.
Quick, haul him off.
Stop, Bomba. Come to Pedro.
Oh, thank heavens.
That's better. Now you, Jessup, get in here. You've got some explaining to do.
Get your hands off me. You'll have the explaining to do when Bomba finds you, Shadow.
No one can see the shadow, Jessup.
No, but Bomba can find your scent.
Why, yes. That is true. Bomba can smell out the invisible man.
So you see, my friend, you've walked right into a trap. Send Bomba up to the shadow, Pedro.
Yes, good. Go, Bomba. Find the voice. Pick up his scent, Bomba.
No, don't.
He'll never find me.
No. He's following your voice around the room right now.
Keep after him, Bomba.
No, stop him.
And when he gets you backed into a corner, Shadow, the invisible man will be crushed into an invisible pulp.
Keep that snake away from me. Keep him away, I said.
Oh, that's it, Bomber! Back into the corner!
Drop your python, Pedro. Don't you see Jessup wants me out of the way because I know the truth about the money he owes you?
My money? What about my money?
Don't listen to him, you fool.
Jessup is planning to escape, Pedro. He has no intention of paying you your money.
Is this true, Jessup?
Shut up, you fool. He's trying to distract your attention. Keep Bomber on him.
My money! You're not going to pay me!
Shut up, I said!
You slap me! No, Bomber will get you, Jessup. He saw you. He is already coming for you. Go, fat man, Bomber! Go, fat man! Kill him!
No!
Kill him!
No, keep him away from me! I'll pay you! I'll do anything! Get him away! Get him away! I've got your gun on the table, Pedro. I've got your gun!
You cannot shoot now, Jessup. Bomber has you.
Get him away! Get him!
No, Pedro. Stop, Pedro!
Oh, crush him, Bomber!
Stop him, Shadow! Stop him!
Give me that gun, Jessup.
I can't. He's got my arm. He's breaking it. He's touching me.
I've got the gun. Now call off your snake or I'll shoot, Pedro.
Finish him, Bomber! Finish that man! You kill my Bomber. Bomber dead.
Yes, he's dead, Pedro. And I think Mr. Jessup is, too. Crushed to death by the very thing he thought would make him the most powerful man in the world.
The Shadow.
As you sow evil, so shall you reap evil. Crime does not pay. The Shadow knows.
Well, there we go. The Creature That Kills. That was The Shadow, and an episode originally cast on the 21st of May, 1946. And, wow, what a story. They've got the pacing just perfect, don't they? I love it. Missions fodder. Yes, we have to celebrate these OTR excerpts, and we'll keep them rolling along. And what we'll need to do now is play something while I get organised for the visitors who are arriving soon. So, what do we have but Bill Evans Avenue, a recording, an LP actually. It's Undercurrent is the name, and it features Jim Hall, the guitarist, with Bill Evans in dialogue. I had a sample of this before, and it is truly wondrous. Amazing music. So here's to you, Frank. Bill Evans, Jim Hall, Undercurrent. I'm vk3sl testing, and tune in tonight at 11:30.
transmission from vk3sl. This is a test transmission from vk3sl. This is a test transmission from vk3sl.
vk3sl testing.
test transmission from vk3sl.
Just wondrous. You've been listening to Bill Evans and Jim Hall. Piano and Guitar, an album called Undercurrent, released in 1962. Such incredible synergy between those two instrumentalists. And flights of imagination, the way they just pick up on each other's ideas and explore them. It's another realm. Anyhow, that was a very inspiring start to the evening. And there'll be more later on. Tonight we'll be testing again from 11:30 this evening and on 160 and hopefully 2 if it's working. So tune in at 11:30 on 1868 kilohertz or 147.475. And around about 12:30ish, I'll contact Frank, vk3sl, and we'll have a Turf Talk. We'll be chatting away about some music-related subject from 12:30 onwards. So I look forward to your company later. This is vk3sl testing on 160 and streaming online.
We